Not yet, at least.
Good.
I do want to talk to you a little bit.
Or for your team, William. Okay. My bad. I didn't hear you. Sorry.
I know you're, I'm sure, not focused on this now, but you have emerged as a Heisman contender. What do you think about that? How important would that be to go to New York and maybe win it?
Playing receiver, you definitely understand it's a long shot for you to win the Heisman. Obviously, it's been done in the past, but I'm honored to kind of be in the conversation. But that's not something I'm really focused on at the moment. We still have 4 games left in the regular season. All our goals are still in front of us, and you guys heard me say before, my goal before the season is to beat the TO North and get the Big Ten championship. So those are 2 goals I'm focusing on right now.
Mark, for all the work you do, being a better catcher, route running, things like that.
Mike,
how do you
I'm gonna go look for Jack.
So good with the ball in the air and adjusting to the ball. Is there a way you
Just
work
Jack
on that? Is that just
and
natural
Kyle.
athletic ability? How do you work on that?
The Monarch definitely helps. Get as many reps as you can. Tracking the ball is definitely one of the hardest skills to do as a receiver. And I do some tennis ball work too. Just try to get my hand-eye coordination the best it can be, and then just repetition.
Mark, how frustrating is it in your offense when you want to reach your top peak, but you've had so many injuries this last year?
Yeah, that's tough. It is tough because you want to be at full strength because you know how dangerous that we can be. If everyone's healthy. Missed Mecca the past couple of weeks, this whole month really. The trade being out for those recent weeks too. You can see when we have him back, how explosive a player he can be. I just think back to all of last year. We didn't have Jackson the whole year, and we think we were one of the best teams in the country then. So it does suck, but it's next man up mentality. Carnell stepped in, has played tremendous. Julian, Xavier, speaking for receivers obviously, but this is next man up mentality.
Even having that mentality, I imagine it's exciting knowing you might have all the guys back.
Yeah. I can't wait. It's definitely gonna be exciting. It brings a whole new dimension to our offense when we have everybody fully healthy. It can be very dangerous.
Marvin, I know you said after the Purdue game you tweaked your routine a little bit. Do you stick with it from that point forward once you do that once and it works?
Yeah. I wouldn't say I tweaked it. I more so enhanced it. Just did a little bit more. And I think since then we've been doing pretty strong at the moment, so we're going to continue to do that.
And then with Kyle, a lot of noise outside, and you guys don't listen to that, but for his ceiling, do you feel like he hasn't even scratched what he could be here? And does it kind of bother you a little bit that there's some noise around him and what he can and can't do?
Yeah, like you said, we block out all the noise. Him importantly, he worries about the people in this building, in this facility, that care about him each and every day, see the work that he puts in. He's one of the last guys to leave every day. I see him 10 o'clock, we leave together most times, and I just know all the work that he puts in. So we all have full confidence in him going forward, and whatever the noise may be outside, we block all that out. It doesn't really mean nothing. One day they'll praise you, the next day they'll tear you down. So he's done a great job of being level-headed and not really worrying about anything said outside of him. You're good.
When Davison transferred in, how did that change the dynamic and the battles that were going on between DBs and receivers?
I wouldn't say it changed the dynamic. Definitely added another league caliber guy to go against in practice, along with Denzel and even Jermaine coming in as a freshman. So this offseason really got some new talent at corner, and they're doing a phenomenal job. And that's why we have such a strong defense now. Denzel missed the game. Jermaine stepped in, played huge for us and against Penn State, and Davison's done a great job all year as well. So it brought a special ability to that defense.
You talked about being excited to come in and practice against you specifically. His size, his physicality, what did that do for you just in matchups?
Yeah, it's great. He's probably one of obviously the bigger corners that we have. We really haven't had that since probably my freshman year. So it's great to go against someone with different length that I'm not really used to until I go to game day. So just practicing against him has been great. He's a dog. He loves to compete. He's super excited to go against. He's an extreme competitor. So definitely excited for those matchups.
Marvin, can you tell where when you get to the line of scrimmage, where that help is coming from against you? You understand what I'm saying? And in a coverage scheme and stuff like that. What do you look for telltale signs? How do you kind of try to size things up before the snap?
Obviously, you start with your safety. If he's pushed you a little bit, obviously okay, deep balls is probably going to be limited here with the safety help at the top, and then the corner's a little outside leverage. That means probably has help inside. So just different things like that as you kind of they think about before pre-snap, and we just kind of go from there.
How many times this year, though, have you felt like, even when they're getting help, double team, whatever you want to call it, that you've been covered? You understand what I'm asking you?
Yeah.
You still feel like you're getting open? Go ahead.
I mean, I think you always think you're open. I feel I have the confidence in myself to make any play, whether there's 3 people on me. But obviously, there's other guys getting open across the field, and anytime I can, maybe bring 2 with me with a double team. I know someone like Emeka's getting one-on-one coverage, Julian's getting one-on-one coverage, and I think we all have full confidence in them that they're going to win those one-on-one matchups.
This week you're playing a defense that one of the better defenses statistically, and they don't allow a ton of big plays. They and you guys play going defenses that haven't allowed to play longer than 40 yards. When you watch them on film, does that come across? They don't allow explosive plays?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's credit to the talent they have in the back end. They challenge a lot of those contested, those deep balls, and I do a great job of that, and they're obviously very well coached. So I think it's a challenge for us getting explosive plays, but we can't force anything. If they're giving us the underneath stuff, we'll take it, we'll drive down the field, and the run games would help us with that as well.
Are they noticeably better in the back end than they were a year ago?
Yeah, I mean, they still have some of the similar personnel, but they're definitely very talented, as you can see.
Marvin, maybe you already asked this earlier, but Ryan was asked tonight if there is a limit to the amount of times a receiver can be targeted during a game, and he said if you ask the receiver, they'll probably tell you that there is no limit to that number. How do you feel? Yeah,
there's definitely no limit. I think any receiver wants the ball every play. A running back probably wants the ball every play. So, quarterback probably wants the ball every play. Tight end wants the ball, and everybody wants the ball. And that's just human nature of being a competitor. You work very hard, and we want to be able to showcase that on Saturday. So, I mean, I think depending on position, there's never a limit of how many touches that you want in a game.
All the way up through the ranks, what's the most passes you ever caught in a game? You got 11 a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, 11.
But I mean, I'm talking about Pee Wee, right on that.
I don't know. Pee Wee, you're playing running back for the most part. Yeah. I think now it's totally different. My little brother's playing Pee Wee, and they're just throwing the ball 30, 40 times a game. It's crazy.
You get mad.
Yeah, we didn't do that at all. So it's crazy how the game has evolved. But I think we probably had 12 or something in high school. Yeah. I don't know the exact number.
Did you feel worn out at the end of that game? Or did you feel like you could have had 12 more?
No. I mean, I think even going back to the Penn State game, you don't realize you have 11 until the end of the game. It's like, okay, I have 11 catches. You're not keeping track, in the game, how many catches you have. So kind of just be surprised at the end.
If your brother's getting the ball 30 to 40 times a game, is he pretty good?
Yeah, he's great. He's great. He's definitely more talented than I ever was at that age. And, he's starting early with the routes and everything from my dad. So I'm super excited to see, how he comes along. And, it's going to be very scary to see how he progresses.
How old is he?
14. Yeah, it's only in 8th grade. Jet Harrison.
You already recruiting Ohio State?
Yeah, of course. I think his dream. He sees me here. I think that's naturally he wants to follow my footsteps.
All right, Marvin. Thank you.